All right, John Copenhaver, go ahead.
So did you think Wake even realized you were out there in punch shield?
I was out there what?
When you were out there in the punch shield, because you're normally not out there.
Yeah, they were trying to say something. They were like 81's out there, and by the time all the kind of
Seemed like it was a late reaction on their part.
yeah, and Coach Porter kind of held me off to the side and was talking to me before, and then I ran out there. So I mean, Bo Burks just snapped it right when we needed to and got the first down. So wish we could have gotten some points out of it, but it worked.
Got
So.
first down, so it worked.
Yeah, he was fired up.
Did you talk to Amari and tell him that you're coming for his down?
No, Coach Porter then mentioned he's like, I didn't know you could get some yards like that. I was like, oh.
Is there like a design hole? You usually design holes for a lot of runs. Is that one where you just get it and you just kind of go because the blocking, I would assume, is straight ahead on something like that?
Yeah, I mean,
So
obviously,
it's delayed and straight ahead.
if like a hole opens up, hit it. But I mean, you were supposed to kick out the guy in the very end and just kind of follow Bo Burks, but it obviously didn't end up going like that. But I'm I'm glad we got it, and it wasn't pretty, but we got it. So
It's a healthy 6 yards per carry for you now.
Yeah.
Season coach.
just trying to keep the legs moving.
Is that something was that something that was a surprise to you, or had y'all sort of like been working on it, and waiting for the right time to try to break it out?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's always a time to do it, but we have it in every week, so not a surprise. We had it in for about 3 months actually, but
I got you.
so it worked, and glad we did it.
Had they tipped you off at all during the week? Like, look, we've seen something on film or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, but I mean that's kind of like every week. They say like they've shown this before, so
Right.
it can come up in the game. But I mean, you do kind of got to lay it out on the table if you're gonna call it any time in the game, right? Because if you don't get it, it's turnover and downs.
Right.
And defense has to go out there, and so yeah, you definitely gotta have some brass to do it. But it was good.
Yeah.
You played a ton of snaps. So when you go out there for that snap, is it different than the other snaps that you play? And you try not to maybe sell it away in advance with your eyes or anything like that?
Yeah, a little bit. I was definitely a slight bit more nervous being out there for the fake, on any other play on offense. But I mean, it's every play counts, and you gotta give 100% effort on every play. So just kind of try and keep it all the same.
Is there a call to basically kill the play at the line if you get a bad look, or is it just
Just a numbers game. That's all it is. So there's more than what we can handle. We can call it off, and I've also been practicing just being in shield blocking and stuff too. So
John, you mentioned that you guys do have it in every week, and they're always keeping you on guard for it. So when they did call it, was there a degree of like, oh, like we're actually doing this? Like, was there anything of that?
yeah, because I think the last time we ran a fake was I don't think I've been here, so
I can't remember.
it's been a while. So I was glad we could get it going.
I was talking to Chip the other day, and he was kind of giving you credit for doing some of the dirty work things like blocking. He said that's something that you've obviously embraced in your career here, and obviously that's very much a part of the role and the duty of a tight end. But for you personally, like, how have you gone about embracing that and being like, okay, like, even if I don't get the most targets, I'm gonna do something when I'm on.
Yeah, no, I mean, everyone wants to touch the ball and score and get a lot of yards and have that glory and everything. But it's also nice when Omarion shines, because that means you're doing something right. Although he does break a lot of tackles. No, but I mean, it's something that I've kind of prided myself on, is blocking. So I just Coach Kitchens has been great with technique and footwork and all that. So. Yeah, like I said, it's just something I pride myself on, and I enjoy doing it, right? Because at the end of the day, I just want to win games, and if we can win games by running the ball 70 times, and so be it. But yeah, so it is a little dirty work, but again, like I just want to win games, and we can do that by running the ball, and so be it.
How involved has Bryson been since the injury? Like, has he been sort of a coach on the field?
Yeah, no, he's been here every day for practice, every day for meetings, and besides the traveling part. On the sideline, this is the first time he's been on the sideline since, because we've been away and bye week and everything, but been really good. He's obviously super knowledgeable, knows a lot about the game, so I'll come off on the sidelines and I'll ask him about the route, about what he saw on defense, and so he's been super helpful in that aspect, and we're still pretty close, and definitely miss him out there for sure. But he's been super helpful to me because, like I said, I ask him all the time, like, hey, like, should I have done this? Should I have done that? Like, how do you run your route against this coverage, against man? Like, so he's been great with that.
So he's not coming to Boston with you guys?
No, and yeah, no.
I know you're just talking about blocking. Chip said yesterday that as much as he appreciated Marion's last run, where he leaped over the line and took a bunch of deacons in the end zone, that thing he liked most about it was there were a bunch of blockers right there with him.
Yeah.
And you were right there, you were right to his right. There's a photo that you're screaming when he's in the end zone and stuff like that. When you go into the end zone with a running back and there's a couple more linemen there, what is that feeling like? And how much fun is it to be there to celebrate immediately with him?
Yeah, no, awesome, right? Because, it's us getting off the field, which we can get a breather, and, defense hopefully go out there and, make a stop again and put us back up on the field. But it's awesome. It's, especially when, Marion's got one or two dudes trying to take him down, and you see a bunch of us trying to go there and push the pile. That's also a really good feeling. You can get some more yards after that, but just team effort. So
Max said the other night, I looked it up, we've learned a lot of lessons, we've gotten through the storm, we're seeing some rainbows.
mm-hmm.
What, are you seeing the rainbows too? And it sounds like something he's saying, it sounds like one of his talking points lately. Like, what does it look like maybe now with 3 straight wins coming off those 4 straight losses?
Yeah, I don't really, like, that's great, and I just don't really look at it like, it's awesome that we're winning, and obviously nobody likes to lose, and vibes are great here when you are winning and everything, but at the end of the day, it's like, we got a W, but we also need to focus on, this week in Boston College, and, again, it is great, but at the end of the day, you gotta be where your feet are, and gotta be, like, what you're doing at that point, and focus on what you're doing, and everyone, we'd all love to have 8-9 wins, but you can't do that unless we win this week. So it is good. Yes, everyone is a lot more happier, joyful around here. But again, like, you just got to keep doing it every single week and show up every single day in order to to get you want to see the rainbows, right? So
if there are some rainbows starting to form, you're like, don't let me see them right now. I'm gonna just look away.
yeah, like in the O-line room, they have like a poison list, and it's like the wins, like the results at the very end of the season. It's like, it doesn't matter, unless you can get the stuff done, from that week-to-week basis.
Poison list meaning stuff that will knock you off course type deal?
Yeah, just kind of like what I said, like, be where your feet are. So, again, like, 8-9 wins would be great, but, you got to focus on that. The opponent you got that week.
You do a great job of masking yourself as a lineman and then slipping out as a receiver. Can you tell us a little bit about the elusive nature of your position?
Yeah, you just got to be good at both, and obviously, y'all know George Kittle. He's, great blocker, great receiver, but I think he's a great receiver because everyone respects him in the run game. So, again, like, pride myself in the run game. And obviously having Mario back there, they got to flood the box. So, just trying to be good at that, and that will definitely open you up, and hopefully you can make 1 or 2 guys miss, and you're off to the races.
When you look at Boston College, looking at their defense and everything, what do you expect, and what kind of game do you expect going against their defense?
Yeah, they've got and Kamari too. Kamari's there, so that'll be awesome to see him. And he's having a really good season. I think he's actually the second leading receiver there, right? That's awesome. Super happy for him. But I think their D line's pretty good, so we're gonna have to put up a fight with them. And just get open when the opportunity is called, right? So it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a tough game. And they always say toughness travels, and I believe in that. So it's gonna be a tough game, and we gotta. Coach Ryan always says we gotta win the game up front, and I believe in that too. So
We haven't talked to you in a little bit about this, but just the growth of Jacoby. I mean, obviously you guys are really close, and you talked about that relationship. But take us back, like, from, let's say, like September to now. What's impressed you most about how he's been able to adapt everything?
yeah, just like the maturity of him and the game. you know, he obviously came in here as, you know, third string, and he didn't really flinch about it and kept his head down, kept working, and opportunity arose, and you know, he never looked back. So super happy for him, and he is very deserving of it, and I'm just blessed that, you know, he can be our quarterback, and you know, he's learning every single day. So you know, you can still learn some more, but he has been doing a phenomenal job in handling the pressure, and so super happy for him. I think he's doing a great job.
You've played a lot of football. What does Omarion do, or what are some of the things that he has done that still make you, even at your veteran age, like, dang, man, that's so impressive? Or what makes you, what things that he does make you a fan?
Mm-hmm. You call me old, or?
Oh, sure. Mature guy.
Right. I'm just playing. I mean, he is, when he hurdled, right, like what you were saying at the very end of the game, he hurdled and then brought one or two guys in the end zone. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
He's got a nickname like, you know, Hammer or Juggernaut. I mean, it takes about 3, 4, 5 guys to bring him down. So I think really just doing that, because you know, like right before half, I had that screen, and I was thinking of, like, you know, Marion, he probably could have broken the tackle there and probably walked in, but he's just, I mean, he makes guys miss in the open field, and he can break tackles, and I mean, he's a back that you'd want in your backfield. So
Where does he find the strength? As many hits as he takes, the collisions, just all that. Like, where do you think he finds, you know, where do you think he finds the strength?
I think one, it's a mindset, right? Like you have to be tough to play this game no matter what. I think two, I mean, he's a hard worker. Like, there's no doubt about that. He's always doing something, you know, extra in the off season. But again, I think it's really just a mindset. He's got to do a lot of recovering after the games, after all the hits he takes. But again, you know, he's well deserving of it too. So.
How long do you think it would take you to recover after getting 40 touches in a game?
40 touches.
No, I mean, I'm good probably about by today. Mondays are off days, which is great. So I use that for trying to get 9 or 10 hours of sleeping, and hot tub, cold tub, red light, cryo. So trying to go the whole 9 yards, because like you said, I am old. So
It's all love here.
Over here, in about 8 months from now, you won't be so old.
I can never call
right, that's
anyone
true.
old.
Yeah. No, I get it all in the tight end room, and all the guys are like, "Grandpa," or call me like I'm 28 years old. I'm like, "Come on, dude!" Like, no, but yeah, you definitely got to utilize, you know, recovering and sleep. And Amber's always on my butt about eating too. So, because, you know, eating obviously helps your body recover. So, yeah, try to do everything you can.
Remember Drake used to pick on Sam for sleeping all day on Sundays. You know, like, always joke that.
Yeah, until he started playing.
Right, exactly. Pounding Sam took it.
All right, we good?
Great.
Sweet.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Yep.
Appreciate it.